Hello there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 2:20 here in Dhaka. First of all, I'd like to apologize today. I'm gonna look a little bit lethargic or out of energy because I'm basically quite tired internally, outside. Some things are bothering, usual cycle of life. But mostly, I'm very tired also throughout the whole day. After the whole long day, supposed to sleep, but I decided to do some videos for you. Okay, so I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I have prepared kind of two fragrances, individual reviews. Hopefully, you will enjoy them. First fragrance I'd like to review is this one from Hamidi, new release from Hamidi. Hamidi have seen Addicted, Intense. They release at first three. First one was Aventus clone, then Militia Imperial, and then also they did, I think, Silver Mountain Water clone, I think. So yeah, so there are three. So then they released the blue one, which I reviewed, which is a sort of like a Blood Red Chanel clone, and this is the red one that I bought together with the blue one. So the blue one was, I think, called Enigma or something. I forgot the name exactly. The blue one. So this is the red. When I saw the packaging and the seller, the page that I bought this from, they could not tell me any information. They said we don't know. We have to wait for the product to, like reach or yeah, our shop, and then we can tell perhaps. So I'm like, okay, never mind. I will buy this totally blind buy, and I got this from Fragrantica, Bangladesh. So it's a brand new launch. It's 120 ml EDP concentration, or sorry, perfume concentration. Sorry, a perfume or parfum. So whole story is there. So first time I saw the packaging, since they do like to replicate Creed, I thought, yeah, it looks pretty similar to Creed, and the red reminded me of another fragrance. I thought, wishful thinking was, I thought this is a clone of this Creed's Viking. So Viking, this not the same. This is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. So one more Baccarat Rouge clone. We'll see. Okay, how it goes. How I sprayed on my hand. That's why I'm coughing. The whole oil, you see, the experience too strong to put at night. So yeah, this is a batch of 2024, right? Yeah, 2024, fresh new batch, right? The box. So the bottle is very gorgeous, by the way. It is very heavy and it's red, rouge. So yeah, first thing you see, this thick, like heavy glass base. If you drop this on your foot, you'll be disabled for sure for some time. And the cap is also very good quality. It's metal. Okay, atomizer is very good. I'm gonna spray that way so I don't have to sniff it right now. Okay, very good sprayer, but there is an issue. Okay, so this is a very oily, sort of like a thicker than usual typical EDP fragrances because of the perfume concentration. And the thing is, if you know this one, the next concentration would be something like perfume oil, that is from Armaf. Like say they have Club New Intense Man, the other perfumes, Train Me, this and that. So they released perfume oil version of 20 ml each. So if you see the, how to say, the thickness or consistency of this juice, it's not as watery as this, but they're kind of close. So after these two, there'll be like EDT or something, which Baccarat Rouge, let me show you the Armav's version, which is Untold. That's a good Baccarat Rouge clone. Then they have Mancera, Instant Crush. These are all I know, and my best favorite right now is Al Haramain Ruby Edition. Okay, Amber Rose Ruby Edition. So I'll compare them with this. But this one, when you spray, it leaves like a huge residue, like oil on your hand. So this is a very long-lasting perfume, longer lasting than the blue one. But the thing is, the typical thing is the projection. Is it good? Well, we'll talk about it. So first of all, what I smell from this, okay, let's spray on the paper. Once again, I have it pre-sprayed on the paper. The cap is not snug fit. When I tried to take it out from the box, the bottle sort of fell, cap came off. Not magnetic, not click, not even snug fit. So careful about that. Sprayer, show you again. Good sprayer, no problem. So this thing cost under $25, I think. How much did I pay for these? These are brand new and not very expensive, right? So 25, under $30 and $28 perhaps. So you get 120 mil. Good, like a very good deal. I like that amount. So longevity, I was talking about it. It's very long lasting on my skin. How long lasting? Does it beat, let's say, the Armaf version, because they're both under the same parent company? So Sterling Perfumes, they own a lot of STR, this and that brand. So they are both under the same big giant house. So I would say this one, Armaf one, is a long lasting one, despite this being perfume. The Armaf one, Untold, it's I think $55 or so. There is a price point difference, and for good reasons, because Armaf, I think, put a lot more concentration even though it's like EDP, and this is Perfume. Okay, so for the price, I would not complain because it's almost half price of the Armaf, and you get 120 ml juice. So there's at least $25 difference. So yeah, looking at the bottle, I think I do not mind this bottle at all. And the longevity, I got about 6.5 hours in high heat. After that, is very faint on the skin. Perhaps if this sits in your collection, because this is made in UAE, most of the UAE fragrances, longer they sit in your collection, they get stronger and stronger. So that will be the case if you let it, you spray it few times and then you keep it in the box and leave it in the shelf, which is what I don't follow, but generally fragrance gets stronger. So this will happen. So maybe from 6 hours, it will go to 8 to 10. If not 8 to 10, at least 8 hours, 2 hours more. So longevity is pretty good, but the projection is better than some of the other ones in the line. The golden one, the silver one, the Pseudonym clone was the best for me. Addictive, intense. That was the best. So the blue one is also very good. This one perhaps is my third favorite from the line. So it is the DNA, the sweetness of that saffron, jasmine, amberwood, ambergris, fir resin, and cedar. That's the Baccarat Rouge nose breakdown. This one smells pretty close to that. It's a candy, sweet, kind of like orangey, and you get a feel of extrait. I did say this is an extrait dupe for me because extrait version is a little bit more sophisticated, less loud than EDP of Baccarat Rouge. So this is more smooth, no alcohol blast, nothing crazy going on, and it's not that crazy with that huge sense trail. It creates this nice sort of a Ariana Grande cloud, but better. Okay, more oily version of that. So it stays. So outside projection is about 7, longevity is about 8. Remove this because that's making me cough. So pretty strong stuff. How close this is? Okay, so I would actually say I prefer this one. Even they have their similar red looking bottle, kind of identical, isn't it? So this is 150 or 200 ml. Yeah, 200 ml. This stuff is the most balanced one, and if you can get a tester version, it will be the best value. But so far, I think the strongest one of the whole line is Instant Crush. This one crushes every single other one in the game easily, any day. But also, not far off is my favorite, Untold. So these are the ones I would say I prefer over this. Okay, if you have any of those, you don't need this. Okay, who would like this? Some of you, I know, you some crazy. If it's not a longer lasting one, if it's not more beast mode than those, why would I suggest this? Some people, they cannot take too strong perfumes. Some people, they just like the DNA, but they want something more muted, more shy, so they want to enjoy it for themselves. So for them, this is a good pick, and this is a very nice unisex sort of a smell. Definitely you would get that from Baccarat Rouge, but I think it's a very nice perfume minus the saffron. This one doesn't have the saffron play. So basically that rouge, citrusy, the orangey, and then the candy floss kind of smell. That's what you get. Very nice, bubblegummy, fruity, like sometimes smells like gummy bears. It's a fun fragrance, okay? Since they have 120 ml juice, you can afford to decant this and respray every 3-4 hours. Then it will be great, but it will never fill up a room, at least for now, okay? So if you're getting those fragrances like I want the 10 out of 10 performer, do not get this for now. Buy it like after 3-4 months. Those batches, the first batches will get mature in time and they'll be much stronger. So this will be good for layering. If you layer this with maybe, it will be actually redundant. You don't need to layer. These are good on its own. If you have Untold, I would say stick to that. You don't need this. But if you want to get a little bit cheaper, because all these fragrances, Mansera is like $100 plus. The Untold is about 55 to 60 in Bangladesh. And then the Al Haramain, the 100 ml or 75 ml starts about $45. So all of them are more pricey than this. So for those purposes, this is much better than something like Latafa. There's this line called, I think, Latafa Ana Abiyad. There's a Rouge version. I have it somewhere down there, but I don't want to take it out because it's deep down there. Okay, so this is better quality than those. Latafa ones smell like straight up, like strength wise, that alcohol will burn your nose. This one didn't do it for me. So I think the maybe pure perfume version is really good for people who want to use more soothing. But again, remember, it got me a little bit to the coughing point. So this is strong. So to some people, this will be actually a strong perfume. So it's getting confusing, but let's just say this is not as beast mode as those, but for the price, you get a pretty good value for 120 ml, but it's redundant if you already have those, right? So there you go. So this is a new release. I'm doing the review because I want to create content. I haven't seen any reviews. Check it out. This is a good fragrance to use for all year round because of the, how wearable this is. You can wear this in winter also, no problem. But it'll be good fragrance to wear all year round for any occasion. This is a very common DNA. Overall, this one I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. But the bottle is brilliant. Bottle gets 10 for the red. Thank you so much for watching. Let's move on to the second video. Take care.